This lesson is on blocking and backing in your walls. And it's one of those important things that you need to do when you're building your walls, and it really separates you from the rest of the builders because it shows that you really take the time and thought process when framing your walls and think ahead in your project. So what blocking is solid 2x lumber. If it's a 2x4 wall, it's going to be 2x4s. If a 2x6 wall, it's going to be the 2x6s. And it's these blocks that fit in between your studs. And you do this for a multitude of reasons. Alright, you can see how they're fitting in here in between the studs. For one, it stiffens up your wall. If you got an 8, 10-foot wall, 12-foot wall, alright, those studs are going a long way from the top to the bottom with little to no support in the middle. Especially if you have long walls with no breaks in it, such as a, that doesn't have any doors or windows. You need something to stiffen those middle 2x studs up. So you put these blocking in, and it really shores up your wall. The next reason is for fire prevention. So you put this blocking in somewhere in the middle of your wall, and if there's a flame that starts inside the wall, such as electrical fire, such as this one, alright, the flame would stop at your blocking and have to burn that up before it reached over to your second floor. So that's why it's important to have your fire blocking. You try to prevent the fire from spreading to the next floor and from spreading more quickly throughout the stud bay. Even though it's a wooden block, if the fire it takes 5 minutes to burn through that block. Alright, that's 5 extra minutes to put out the fire or save someone. So it's good to have that anytime you have to save people or do what you gotta do during a fire. Anytime you can save is good. Alright, so what about these pipes and everything that's running through your plates? Alright, you have to actually spray that with fire blocking. Alright, it's fun because you create this airway when you have wires coming through. Alright, here, and here for your outlet, and it's oxygen, air is breathing through it, and that's just fanning the fire more. If you seal that all up, the fire has no oxygen, because remember this is sided on both sides. It's not sealed perfectly tight, but it's sealed pretty good. The amount of oxygen to keep that fire going will drastically be eliminated. So you can spray this fire blocking foam around your outlets, around your plumbing, so that fire does not spread throughout your stud base. And the other is a practical reason you can nail your sheeting. Alright, this is a tall building. It's not like you just stand an 8-footer up and it covers everything, so you gotta go horizontally. And each one of these seams and joints, that's where you're gonna be nailing it. And you can see it here. Alright, there's 2 styles of doing this. You can do the staggered, which is every other. And it's really, you do that because it's easy to nail in. Because you're just nailing in here, and you got plenty of space. The other way is this inline blocking, which you can just line up on your walls, and you have to toenail the backside of each one of them. So you can, when you're doing it, let's say we started from here, you can nail in from this side, alright, and nail in this from this side, but this one, you're going to have to toenail this. You can nail in this from this side, but then you have to toenail this side, and nail this side, toenail this side, and away you go. While you do inline blocking, you could argue that it's a little bit more secure. Maybe, maybe not. Alright. It looks a little more professional if you can do it right. But if it's done improperly, because it's kind of hard to do, it looks really bad. But it does provide for more consistent nailing when sheathing, because it's all in one line. And that's the edge of your sheathing going to go. So that might help in that instance. You can see an installer installing and blocking right here. Alright, now this is backing. Now backing is for hanging things on. It's a 2x framing member, and it's going to be on its flat face facing out. So these can be 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, whatever you need. And so what we're going to do is we're going to mount things to them, like these electrical boxes. Usually an outlet is on a stud, but say you don't want your outlet location on your stud, say you want it in between two studs, then you can put this backing on in and you can install your outlets. Plumbing as well, kitchens and bathrooms. You get all this plumbing, and you need some kind of wood, bracing behind it, your backing to install it. All right, this is a shower. This is actually a big shower. It's a double-headed shower. You got, your shower heads mounted up here, and then you have your shower handles. All right, your controls right here. This is a tub. All right, you can see how it's lower, and you need your backing in for your tub. All right, and this is something that is extra and is really handy to put in your house. These are backing for all your things that you're going to have in your bathroom that's going to be wear and teared, and you're going to need something strong behind it, such as your towel racks. That's constantly being pulled every single day. It'd be nice to have some actual wood backing behind here, so you don't have to use these drywall hanger, and they really don't work all that well with a lot of pressure because they'll blow right out, as you can see here. So you got your towel rack that's constantly getting pulled on, your toilet paper roll that's going to be pulled on. Sometimes you put it underneath your toilet to stabilize it a little bit more, so it's not just resting on your subfloor, but for your faucet. And one thing is for your, you can mount your electrical boxes for your lights. All right, that's another way you can do it. So there's a whole bunch in your bathroom, such as like a handicap bathroom. You want to be mounting these handlebars with some kind of secure backing. Especially your curtain rods, you're going to want to make sure you have strong backing for there, because when, let's say little kids pull on it, what have you, if it's just in the drywall, it's going to peel right out. It's in the wood backing, it's going to be very secure. Now, last but not least, you need cabinet backing, because you need something to screw your cabinets to. So it kind of looks like this. You can screw it in. This is use pocket screws to screw it in. That's one way to do it. All right, so when you're putting up the cabinets, the drywall is already installed, so you can't see where those studs are. So it's good to have plenty of space to nail to. So if you see here, this is the best example, is that you can see where the cabinets need nailed in the blocking lines right up. So the top of the cabinet is going to be nailed here, or screwed here. Bottom of the cabinets are going to be screwed there. So instead of trying to hit each stud, and that's the only place to screw to, you can screw anywhere in your cabinet where you need to, so into your backing, so you're good to go and make sure your cabinets are nice and secure. All right, this was backing and blocking. Thank you very much.